friends of arm wrestlers. Today we are here. Today we have a very special guest, Ayane Takenaka. And I'm so happy because we finally got to communicate and get together to have what all the fans have been asking for, which is Ayane. She's apparently been a really hot topic on my podcast channel for the past couple of weeks, and I have to listen to the fans. And here I am with Ayane and Nevin, correct? Her translator. So, welcome, Ayane.
こちらこそありがとうございます。よろしくお願いしま
But
す。
she's also very happy to have the opportunity to get the chance to communicate with some of the fans on your channel.
Oh, excellent. We've been watching a lot of your old clips, and unfortunately, we don't have a lot of you at a lot of the East versus West events, but we look forward to seeing you more in the very near future.
ぜひ参戦したいですね。
She's saying she also would really like, to have the opportunity to put on a good show at some of the future events.
So very quickly, I see that you're at a gym right now. Is that where she works currently?
所属しているジム、UAG 東京。
So yeah, we're currently at the gym that she belongs to, which is UAG Tokyo. So it's it's a gym in Tokyo.
And does she work as, what does she do exactly at this gym? Is she the owner of this gym?
トレーニングもするし、練習もするし、パーソナルトレーニングもします。
So at the gym, she trains herself, but also she also holds personal training as well for her clients.
Now, does he only train people who want to learn how to arm wrestle, or anything under the sun? Like it could be a regular strength training, weight trainings, bodybuilding trainings. Is there anything specific that she trains?
アームレスリングの人も、ボディメイクの人も、健康のためのトレーニングもやってます。
So currently she's doing a variety of different training. So obviously we have the arm wrestling training, as well as people that are looking to bodybuilding, and also people just for their health. And so for health purposes, she's also done personal training for that too.
Out of curiosity, is it okay if you show us the gym a little bit so everybody around the world can see how gyms are in Japan look like? Oh, okay. Wow. Arm wrestling table for sure. What are those bins?
Just bins for separating trash, which is very important in Japan.
Oh, okay. It looks so fancy.
ゴミ箱のこと？
Oh. Yeah, like everything else in Tokyo, everything's really compact.
スカイツリー。
Looks like she has a lot of equipment there.
見えます？
Oh.
Yeah.
はい。
Welcome to Tokyo. Wow. Wait, what tower is that? Is that the tower I'm thinking of?
Yeah, that's the Tokyo
スカイ
Sky
ツリー。
Whoa. It's that close?
Yes.
Very nice. Very, very nice. So for people who want to find you, what's the name of this gym?
So yeah, it is just an arm wrestling gym in Tokyo beside Skytree in Oshiage. It's the name of the neighborhood, and it's called UAG Tokyo. UAG って省略ですね。
アルティメットアームファイトジム。
So UAG is Ultimate Arm Fight Gym. So Ultimate Arm Fight Gym Tokyo, but on Instagram as well. Just UAG Tokyo is the name of the spot.
Oh, really good. Now, is this gym basically open for anybody to join, or at any time like a Vasa gym or a Gold's gym, or is this one where you can only come in through an appointment?
Yeah. So you don't have to have an appointment. If you just well, particularly overseas, if you just send a message on Instagram, maybe before you come or when you plan to come, yeah, anybody can join in. It's just you can pay on the spot, and yeah, anybody's free.
Very nice. Now, does she work on an appointment basis, or she's always there from a certain time of the day?
So, in terms of her personal training, appointments are needed. Again, if that's something that people are interested in, again, if you contact the gym on Instagram, that's something that can be arranged. なんかスケジュールはありますよね。なんかいつも特にないんですよね。
でもその日によるから。
So yeah, so in terms of her schedule, it's not fixed. So again, if there's something you're interested in, if you contact the gym, and then it's something that you guys can sort out based on her schedule.
Oh, excellent. Okay, I want to keep asking about the gym because I want to move forward to talk about all the way back. How did she start arm wrestling?
9歳か10歳ぐらいの
きっかけは？
きっかけは私の父がアームレスリングやってたから。
So she started back when she was age 9, or between 9 and 10, and the trigger for that was because her father was also arm wrestling.
Ah. Now I have some pictures. Maybe you can correct me if I got it wrong, but is this your family?
Yes.
Yes, that is the family.
And I'm guessing she is the only child.
末っ子ですか？他の兄弟はいますか？
姉が一人。
She has an older sister.
Ah, okay. And was this taken in Malaysia?
この写真はどこで撮影されましたか？
マレーシアの世界大会。
Yeah, so this was Malaysia
What,
at the
2015?
2015 年?
2015年。
Yes, 2015.
Ah, yeah. Now, is this her older sister?
それは
これは
誰ですか？
私の姉と私。
Yes, that is correct. That's her and her older sister.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Now, is her older sister an arm wrestler as well?
姉ももうやってますか？全然やってないです。
全然。
So no, unfortunately, her older sister is not, and she doesn't do it at all.
Oh, well, yeah, she for sure did really well for herself. Here's another picture. Is this with is that her dad as well?
どうするんですか？ Yes, that's her father.
Yeah, I could tell her dad is wearing some oversized jacket because probably covering her biceps, his biceps.
ジャケットが起きて、なぜなら腕が太いからって。
Now, I asked for a few pictures, and she sent me this. What is the significance of this picture?
Sorry, this current picture?
Yes.
これ私の高校の入学式です。
Okay, so this picture was the day that she entered high school. So this was her high school entrance ceremony picture.
Ah, okay. Well, and so should I go back? I want to go back to this real quick. Did her dad compete in Malaysia as well in the World Championship?
このマレーシアの大会なんですけど、お父さんも参加しましたか？
参加しました。
あ、そうなんですか。Yeah, her dad also competed in this.
Oh, okay. Very, very nice. And here, this is another picture she sent us. Now,
この写真は？
私の母。
Yes, this is a picture of her with her mother.
oh, okay. And so people can gauge how old was she in this picture.
この写真では何歳でしたか
12歳 ?11 歳かな ?12 歳
So,
11中学1年生
so she's either 12 or 11 in this picture.
So is this the age? Well, I mean, I know she started when she was 10, correct?
10歳
So, at what age when boys girls couldn't beat her anymore in arm wrestling?
やってない人はずっと学校ではほとんど負けなかった。
So when it comes to people that like other guys that didn't arm wrestle, like she never lost in school, she says.
But at what age? Like at 10, 11, like this age, she cannot beat, like all the boys in school couldn't beat her probably, huh?
Like older boys?
Like all the other boys. The other boys.
そうですね。なんかまあ10歳の時は他の同級生とか男の人の同級生に勝てましたね。Yeah, she was able to win pretty much from the start, she says. Head nod.
Now, were the boys afraid of her because she was so strong?
絶対勝てない人っていう扱いをされてた。
Yeah, so she kind of became like a figure of she can't be beaten type thing. でも怖いというより
怖い、強い。
So not really scary, more so just strong, like known for being strong.
Ah, okay. Then was a lot of her school friends, did they like join her in some of the trainings, or was she like always the only one in her whole school that arm wrestles?
他の友達、学校の友達は他の人はアームレスリングやってましたから、多分あやねさんがやってるきっかけで。やってない。誰も。So apparently no, unfortunately, even though she was doing it, nobody had the desire to join in.
So from what gave her the strong motivation to keep going? Was it just from her dad who does it, or was there any other outside mentors?
なんか最初にお父さんのきっかけでアームを始めましたが、その後はなぜ続けましたか？モチベーションについて、他の人とか他の目上の人とか他のモチベーションありましたか？
私の家の教えがやるならとことんやるっていう。
どういう意味ですか？
やるなら極めるってこと。やり始めたら最後までやりきるっていう考え方だったから、私が始める時に世界チャンピオンになるって言ってしっかり競技を始めたから、それがモチベーション。
So essentially, in her household, the thought process, the thought process around everything was so that if you start something, finish it. So taking that motivation, when she started, 最初から世界チャンピオンになりたいって思ってたんですか？ Yeah, so with that motivation, with that thought process from the very start, she says, she had the desire to become world champion. That was sort of the dialogue that she had from the very start. Was I've started this, now I must become world champion.
Yeah. So what would she consider her first big victory?
So her first victory, that she like a big victory, I guess, was at the age of 16. She actually won the senior All Japan national tournament at the age of 16. So she considers that was when she was in the third year of middle school, and she considers that her sort of first big moment.
Was this the one that she won the men's division?
それは男のなんか階級ですか？
それは一般の女子。
So this time was just the female division.
Okay. Now remind me, when did she win the men's division for the All Japan Arm Wrestling Championship?
So yeah, regarding the sort of the national tournament on the men's division, there are actually two divisions of the national men's. There's like the very top and one slightly lower. It's not like open class or anything. It's just slightly lower. So she won the 16? kilo? Judo?
60キロ。
Yeah, so she won the 60 kg men's class in that division when she was 23. Yeah.
With what is your training routine? Like, is it how many times a week and how long at a time?
So she trains the table. It's just like pretty hard training time, twice a week. Cable は
ケーブルとか上半身は全部一緒。
それは4回。And then she does, so she does her gym arm wrestling movements, as well as, so she says primarily with cables, and then she trains like her upper body and lower body as well. Kind of, 毎日上半身のトレーニングとかケーブルのトレーニングとかその週の中で4回やっていますが、同じ日に、違うトレーニングやってますね。なんか多分月曜日は、ちょっと火曜日はちょっと違うんですよね。Yeah, so she trains 4 times a week on cables and then the rest of her body as well, but the training is slightly different, sort of rotational throughout the week then. So it's 2 times table and then 4 times in the gym, I guess is the best way to describe it.
So 6 times a week then?
6回。週6回。
週6回ぐらい。
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty good. Now, how does she balance, even when she was younger, between, say, school and social life and, intense training?
ほとんどアームレスリングのために時間を組んでるから、トレーニングとか練習の時間を変えずに他の仕事とかスケジュールを組んでる。
それは若い、例えば学校のテストとか試験とか、それはちょっと大変でしたか？バランスできました？今もできますか？
両立できてる。
それで若い時でもかなり大変な時期とかあんまりなかったってことですか？
あんまりない。
So, despite the busy schedule, she says that her main priority is still the arm wrestling training. So, when it comes to her personal life and some of her other things as well, like her other work, or her other training work, her schedule, her training schedule does not change to fit those. It's those things change to fit her training schedule. And she said from a young age, with things, for example, like tests or other struggles such as personal relationships, she didn't really have any difficulties with that, and she was able to balance it just fine.
Oh, okay. Now, with that, does she have any hobbies outside of arm wrestling?
じゃあ、アームレスリング以外の興味ありますか？
趣味がない。
全然ないですか？
全然ない。
音楽とか。
音楽はちょっと聴くぐらい。
So yeah, pretty much arm wrestling is the main. She says she doesn't really have many other hobbies. I mean, things like she listens to a bit of music, but no, arm wrestling on main.
What about like anime, manga?
アニメとか漫画読んでますとか。おかしいそれ。おかしい。いや、どうぞ言っていい。可愛いから。
It's okay. Yeah, you can tell us.
We have a voice coming in from afar that apparently she is very good at making sort of baked treats as well, but she's refusing to admit that. So she also bakes some sort of sweet goods as well, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe we'll get to test some of that in the next time I get to meet her.
会うときに食べたいって。
Okay.
I'm just no pressure. So we were, I was reviewing your video when you pulled that one time in East versus West. You seem like you were a completely different person at the table, right? What feels that change mentally?
私は試合が近づくと勝手にスイッチが入っちゃうから闘争心が出てくるからそれをいつも落ち着けてるこう落ち着くようにして
試合の前に
そうでだから試合の直前にそのリミッターを外したらそうなる。
Okay, so she's saying it's not actually a matter of trying to bring it up. It's actually a matter of trying to keep it down. So she says once matches approach, that she has to make an effort to sort of hold it in, and then once the match happens, it comes out.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So there is that competitive spirit building from within.
まあちょっと選手の考え方はありますよ。基本的に。Yeah, so she has that sort of competitor mindset naturally.
So that's this whole mentality of holding it in. Just to clarify, does she hold any back at the table, or it's like 100% out?
試合の時は 100% 出てきますか、ちょっとだけ我慢しますか、それとも全部です
ほとんど全部解放してると思う。
Yeah, so she says pretty much 100% is released.
Now, is there like a routine or ritual that she prepares before she gets to the table? Like, does she listen to music, meditation, prayers?
いつもだいたいヘッドフォンかイヤホンで音楽聴いてる。
何の音楽ですか？
エミネムとか、あとはそういうのちょっと落ち着くけど静かに闘志を燃やす曲。
So yeah, she said pretty much she puts her headphones on and she listens to music. And I asked her the type of music, and she specifically said things like Eminem and similar type of artists. And she specifically said that it's the type of music that it's not like super powerful, that like all of that built up power comes out. It kind of half calms her down, but also kind of starts to bubble up that sort of fighting spirit. So it builds up the tension. That type of music is what she listens to before a match.
So can she give us an example of one music that she listens to? Like, it's Eminem, right? But like, is there a specific song?
具体的な歌の例はありますか？エミネムの歌とか。
Lose Yourself とか、あと Venom.
She said, yeah, Lose Yourself and Venom are the two examples that she listed off. So that's the Ayane Takenaka playlist.
So I'm sure there are days where training is really tough, right? What fuels that motivation to keep going on? Because there's a lot of self-discipline when it comes to these kind of trainings. What pushes her to keep going? Because she's won the world title already, right?
なってみたら世界チャンピオンになんかまだ目標とするところはまだここじゃないのって思って。
それは他の人と比べてるの？それとも自分のことだけ？
もっと強くなれる自分が。
So, in terms of her motivation, she still feels that herself has more potential. So, despite becoming, winning the tournaments that she's won, she still feels that she has more potential. So, I asked her specifically, does she compare? Like, is it I want to be stronger than this person or that person or stronger than everybody else? But she says she doesn't really compare to anybody else. She simply thinks that she herself has more potential, and she just wants to see that potential fulfilled.
Is there any athlete that she look up to?
好きなのはスウェーデンのフィアとかは好き。
So Thea is currently Sweden Thea ですね。Yeah, so that's currently 今の まあ、アイドルが好きな選手ですか
うん
ら。Yeah, Sophia is currently like one of her favorite arm wrestlers that she looks up to.
Via Racing. Yeah, she's very, very good. How does she maintain confidence under pressure?
プレッシャーは常に感じてるからそのプレッシャーを楽しめるように考えるようにして
So she's saying at the times that she does feel pressure, specifically, she tries to make the pressure something fun. So I guess to enjoy the experience of being under pressure. それはまあ自分の考え方の
考え方を変えてる
Yeah, so she tries to change her mentality from this is a pressure experience to this is something that I can enjoy and sort of make the most out of. And that's sort of how she deals with these high pressure situations.
I see. Now, is what changes would you like to see in the sports culture in general?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Like what are some of the things that she would like to see change in the sports culture?
So she says currently that I think one of the things that she wants to see change is that athletes can maybe move with a little bit more freedom and act a bit more independently when it comes to things that they compete in. That's something that she says she would like to see change.
Okay. What advice would she give to, say a young girl who wants to start out in arm wrestling? Because I have two young girls, 13 and 10 years old. What advice would you give them?
So she says when it comes to giving advice to sort of young females wanting to get in, she says, well, when it comes to the training side of things, when it's young, it's really important to just train and build up the foundational strength. So to start with the basics and from a young age, she says that's really important. And when it comes to actually, less of the training conversation, but more of the actual entering the arm wrestling world, she says you simply just have to, if you want to join, you just, you got to forget everything and just get joining and get started. It's sort of the only advice she has. Literally, the only thing to do is to do it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now, how does she? Is there a specific diet or meal or nutrition that she follows? Because in Japan, like we know that their diet they're known to have such longevity, right, in terms of age, and it's attributed to what they eat. Now, is there anything special that arm wrestlers in Japan, and specifically her, that she consumes that she thinks is beneficial for arm wrestling? Is it like mochi or natto?
魚が脂質が少ないしタンパク質が多いからダイエットとかもの時も使いやすい、日本はお寿司があるからそういうのは結構減量中でも食べれるから使いやすくて美味しくていいと思う。
So her, one of the main things she incorporates is fish. Obviously, with Japan, you have some delicious things like sushi and sashimi.
Yes.
Also said that it's high in protein, but also it's not too calorie dense, so you can eat a lot, and it's also very tasty. So it hits quite a lot of the the things you're looking for when it comes to training. まあ、アイネさんは特に寿司とか好きですか？
好きです。
アイネさん in particular enjoys her sushi.
Well, but if she eats nigiri, there's a lot of rice. It's high in carbs, so she eat mostly sashimi.
ちょっと握りとか、ご飯が白米が入ってる寿司だったら、カロリーが多いので、アイネさんは基本的に刺身しか食べてないですか？
減量になったら刺身が多いか。
Yeah, so she eats a lot of sashimi. In particular, she's like focusing on weight goals. Yeah,
So, what is her top 3 favorite fish?
魚か。
私の前知ってないし。
お寿司のネタの名前でいい。縁側とか好きだ。
それはどんなようなちょっと何色とか。
ヒラメ。
それを。
Oh, hirame.
Maybe you know more about this than me. Some of the fish translations I'm not too good with.
No, you can say it in the Japanese name. That's fine.
じゃあ日本の名前ヒラメ
ヒラメの縁側。
ヒラメと他のは
あとはアマゴ。
アマゴ。
Amago or tamago?
アマゴですか。
アマゴ。
そう、アマゴ。アマゴ魚。
川魚。
So amago is apparently a river fish.
Okay.
And 最後は
うなぎ。
うなぎ。So eel.
Yeah. Okay. So hirame is it's a kind of a flounder fish.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think the amago it's if it's the river kind, it's almost like salmon. It's almost like salmon.
今ちょっと私に日本の魚について説明している。
No,
After
because
you're explaining it to me.
no, because I have a Japanese restaurant.
Oh, so yeah. Sorry, you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, 和食のレストランのオーナーです。
Yeah, so that's why I gotta know my fish. That's why I'm a little bit interested in fish. I studied even from a Japanese master how to make ramen.
それで、日本の材料とか魚の調理に興味があって、あとはラーメンのマスターからマスターに教われて、ラーメンのことも詳しいかもしれません。
But ramen is really high carbs though, right? So she probably don't eat too much ramen.
ラーメンだったらカロリーが多いので、あまり食べられないんですね。
減量中は食べられない。
Yeah, so during the weight cut, unfortunately she's not able to eat ramen.
My kids and my family, they love to eat mochi, which is something you probably can eat too much. That's funny. Yeah, unagi is always good. Now, in terms of like, I know when it's this weight cut period, is there a weight that she's comfortable and she's at her optimum to compete at? Is it 60?
So she says around 60 kg is where she kind of feels comfortable at that weight. She says without sort of going really too far. She can eat fairly freely. 力も
力はね。
And yeah, her power is also pretty good around that weight, she says.
Now, for people who don't know you, what about your arm dominance, left and right? Is there one stronger than the other, or?
Yeah, so she says they don't really change. They're pretty much the same level.
Oh, wow. Okay. So now in terms of power level, who would she like to face next, given the opportunity?
So yeah, she said 2 names. She says she would like to pull against Dimitrina again from last time. Yeah, so she would like to avenge that loss, as well asそれは残念でしたね。She also says if she gets stronger, she says she would like to just have a try. She would love the opportunity to have a go against Fia as well, if she got stronger.
Yeah. What do you think it's the most important lesson that arm wrestling has taught her?
So she says through arm wrestling, probably the most important thing that she's learned is that if you do not have strong people around you, it can be very difficult, or it might be not possible to become strong or to level up. So she's come to learn that the people around you, and you're strong. Well, yeah, the people around you themselves serve as sort of really useful assets in building up your own strength. And まあ、それはアームレスリングだけではなく、まあ、生活の他のことに当てはまるですね。Yeah, so and that's not just an arm wrestling thing. That's something that can be applied to various different things in your life.
Does her father still play a very big role in her arm wrestling career?
So yeah, every month she goes home to her parents' house, and she has a sort of a consultation and a practice still with her dad. So that's once a month. Yeah.
Oh wow. Is there any pre-match snacks that she consumed before she got on stage for the event?
なんか試合の前にいつも食べてるスナックとかお菓子はありますか？
食べてる梅のお菓子。
Oh. So yeah, she eats plum. So Japanese plum flavored sweets is what she eats before her matches.
Let's show a picture of her right here. Now tell us the significance of this picture.
あまりトレーニングしてる写真を持ってないからかな。
Perhaps, possibly contrary to popular belief, she says she doesn't actually have a lot of pictures of her training. それで、まあ、これはいいトレーニングの写真ですか？
オーソドックスなトレーニング。
So yeah, she says that this is just a good example of her doing some orthodox training in the gym.
All right. Here's another one.
ハム太郎行け。
走るよハム太郎。3回行けたらいいよ。
3回行け。
行こう。いけるわ。
2、3、おい。
カールハイだから。
Can she, briefly explain what was happening here?
So this was a challenge that she had with the person she was training with, where they were just essentially seeing how much they could curl. So she said that prior to this, she'd only done 50 kg for 3 reps. But as you can see in this video, she was able to do it for 5. So yeah, it was just a sort of a friendly challenge that she had with the person she was training with at the time.
Wow. I don't think I could do it. Jeez.
So thinking that.
Wow. Make me feel a little, gotta go back to the weight room, weightlifting a little bit. But now, has she changed her training at all in the past couple of years?
She said that it's kind of roughly been the same, but there has been sort of slight changes over time. Specifically, she said she started doing quite a lot of pull-focused work, so a lot of pulling movements. But slowly over time, she started to incorporate a few more sort of, I guess, auxiliary movements. So incorporating a bit more push training and sort of some accessory movement into that. でも、基本的に同じ、まあ、ちょっと基礎が同じとか、まあ、そのメインのトレーニングはあんまり変わってないですか？
メインはそんなに変わってない。
Yeah, but despite that, the sort of the main, the core of the training hasn't really changed over time.
Let's see. What is her her favorite or most underrated training tool?
So she thinks that fat grips is something that's she incorporated into her training and she thinks might be overlooked. and that's something that she thinks is very important. おすすめですか? She recommends back grip training.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it's right there, do you mind just showing it to the camera? Oh, the handles. Ah, I see. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Here's another picture. I just want to understand what is the significance of this picture. Seems like it's in Korea.
この写真は何ですか?
2017年の韓国の大会の時の写真。
So this, you're correct, is Korea. So this was a picture from the when in 2017 when she competed in Korea.
Ah, I see. Oh, that's very good. Now, here's the other thing, though. Like, does she have any rivals in Japan that can help? Because usually, how I see rivals as somebody who can help push you to the next level, right? Does she have any rivals that she or anybody she views as a rival? Doesn't have to be in Japan.
So amongst Japan, she says that the people that she trains out of her gym, I guess, are sort of people that she considers her, like the people that she grows with, I suppose. However, I did ask her particularly. These are male competitors. なんか同じレベルの女の選手は、まあ、日本にあんまりないですね。Yeah, so in terms of other sort of close rivals in Japan, females particularly, there's probably a little bit of a level gap. But she did say outside of Japan, there's two particular people that she met at a previous tournament, particularly a competitor from Turkey and Kazakhstan. Those being トルコの選手の名前は
キラーズ・エスラ
あとはカザフスタンの選手の名前は
ジャン
ジャーナ
ジャン
ジャーナカザフスタンポーラーそれはファミリーネームは知ってますか?
読めない
So the Kazakhstan person, she says her first name is Jana, but unfortunately she can't read the second name. But those are her two people outside of Japan that she sort of sees as close rivals.
Is she planning on going to Bulgaria for the Worlds in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, so she won't go this year. なぜですか?
国内の連盟とかいろいろ問題、いろんな問題、難しい複雑な問題。
はい。
国内の複雑な問題。
じゃあ、できるとすると行きますか?
行けたら行きたかった。
So she would have liked to have gone. However, unfortunately, there was some. I guess the best way to put it is arm wrestling politics. In terms of some of the, particularly the inside of Japan. So I think some of the federations in here that are responsible for allowing people to go to WAF, there was a little bit of complications on that side of things. But she said if she would have been able to have gone, she wanted to go.
I see. Now, I'm sure she's a fairly visible female figure in the sport, but I'm sure her neighborhood and everybody knows who she is and her accomplishment. Does she feel any extra pressure being a female figure in such a male-dominant sport?
ないです。
全然ない。
全然ない。
So apparently she doesn't feel any pressure. I double checked. She said nope, none at all, no pressure.
That's good. Now, I've got to ask because it's announced in Switzerland in EVW 20, we will have Yoshinobu Kanai pulling again, and he has a pretty good match. Is there like a watch party in Japan where everybody gathers at like a cafe or at a gym to cheer on, a fellow countryman? Is that a culture?
前のかなえさんの試合はここでみんなで観戦した。
かなえさんのジムも同じような。
かなえさんのジムはわかんない。
Yeah, so when it comes to us here in Tokyo, last time actually people gathered at this gym to support Yoshinobu Kanai. まあ、金井さんは、まあ、ちょっと日本のトップの選手なので、結構みんなは金井さんのことを応援していますよね。Yeah, so Yoshinobu Kanai is obviously the sort of the top of the Japanese arm wrestling world. So yeah, there's a big support group, I suppose. So last time for his match at East versus West, here there was a big watch party, and I assume at his gym as well there was, although I wasn't there. But yeah, there's typically a good watch party, and particularly here.
I see. Well, just a few final questions. If you had to, when at some point when you retire, what would you like to be remembered of?
So she says in the future, she actually, leading on from the previous question, actually, she would like to be remembered similar to how Yoshinobu Kanai is remembered, sort of as that, the pinnacle at the top of Japan when it comes to arm wrestling, but also a name that you can say pretty much to anybody that's related to arm wrestling, and they'll be able to know, oh yeah, I remember her. She was one of the top people. So yeah, on a similar level of Yoshinobu Kanai, that's where she wants to be placed when people think of her in the future.
Okay, final question. What advice do you have for us from EVW on how to grow and cultivate more female arm wrestlers out there?
One of the things that she was saying, something that would be great if it's possible, particularly for the women's side, would be in less of a sort of a super match thing, if there were more sort of tournament style things, particularly because in order to sort of bring more eyes onto the female side of things, obviously the super matches are great, but at the end of the day, you only have the sort of the one or two matches, and therefore you only see 2 to 4 athletes. Whereas you're saying in a tournament format, they can show more of the sort of talent that is out there in the female world, and perhaps that could bring a few more eyes and might pick up a bit of traction. Perhaps that's her advice.
I'll take that into consideration. Well, I know it's very late. It's like, was it 10:30 in Japan right now? So I don't want to hold you guys up for too much longer. Thank you so much to both of you for making time. I know it's right, took time away from your family and from your practice, but we look forward. The whole arm wrestling community is looking forward to watching you compete very, very soon. And with that, do you have any last words to say to all your fans?
次はもっと見てる人が楽しめる試合をしたいと思うので、楽しみにしてください。
Saying to her fans that she is particularly, she also wants to put on a match that people can, really look forward to. So with that in mind, please do keep anticipating her next match, and she'll be sure to make it a good one.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. Thanks, Nevin.
No problem.
Thank you.